Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Saturday. If you happen to be watching this on Saturday, happy Sunday. If you're watching this on Sunday, it's Friday morning for me, bright and early. I have my morning tea. And today I want to talk to you just a little bit about the strategic plan. This is one of those things that I know, having gone through a strategic planning process at a library several times and being someone not directly involved in the process. So if you are working at a branch or you're working in a department and you're not directly involved with some of the next steps of the strategic plan, it's really easy to think that nothing's happening. So we're going to try really hard to keep you informed of what's going on, because at the end of the day, we're going to end up with a document that is going to guide the next 3 years of the work that we do as a library system. And that will most definitely involve you and impact you. So keeping track of what's going on and understanding the process is really important to me. So next week, Margaret comes back again. Now, most of you are not going to see Margaret when she's here, but some of you will. So I want to harken back to Staff Day, which, whether you loved the afternoon, thought the afternoon was slow, didn't understand what the afternoon was, I want you to know that what you shared both that day and in the survey leading up to that day is information that is going to be used by Margaret and by me and by the team to help inform the end result, which is that strategic plan document that will guide us for the next 3 years. If you remember, honestly, I can't remember what she called them, but those scenarios where you picked a person, let's say a teenager, and you outlined the experience that teenager should have in the library, how that exercise felt to you, I can't control. Maybe you loved it, maybe you hated it, but what I can tell you is those things that you filled out, those documents that you filled out, those are all going into the giant pot that is going to help us create the strategic plan. So if you think of it kind of like a pyramid, so we started with you guys, that's everyone, that's all 250 of you in a room helping Margaret understand what you like about Fort Worth Library, what you want to improve, what you think our community wants, and then slowly what we're doing is working with smaller and smaller groups until what we arrive with at the end is that document. So there are actually two groups that she's going to talk to next week. Sorry, 3. There are 3, bear with me. And then when she comes back in July, there's going to be a 4th. So I want you to understand what she's doing when she's here next week. First of all, there is a staff working group. This should be on your radar because Paul has sent out a couple of emails asking you to self-nominate if you are interested in being on the staff working group. We also worked with the leadership team here to identify folks who we think should be on the staff working group, and that's about 30 staff. And those staff are going to meet with Margaret, if not every time she's here, and I think it's every time, but if not, it's almost every time that she's here. They're spending an entire day with Margaret next week. They are also being asked to read some documents and to watch some videos. And if you are interested in reading what I thought was important for the group to read and watch what I thought was important for the group to watch, I'm going to include those in this email. Not required at all, just if you're interested. You might want to start with the videos. I think the videos are really impactful and it's far less time consuming than the documents, but I'll include those as well. Margaret's also going to be meeting with the city manager's office to do a focus group. So that would be the city manager, the 4 assistant city managers, and we're spending an hour with them just listening to what they think is working with the library, what they think our challenges are, and what they think we should be focusing on. That will help inform the strategic plan. And then In July, when Margaret comes back, she's going to meet with what we're calling a community leadership group. This is another group of about 30 people, and they are external to the library. So for example, someone from the Boys and Girls Club, someone from Catholic Charities we're hoping will attend, someone from who works with the homeless community, folks from social service agencies, other community stakeholders, community leaders, people from the Library Advisory Board, the Library Foundation Board, the Friends Board. You get the point. Folks who are not library staff or not city staff, but are stakeholders, and we want to hear what they think we're doing right, what needs improvement, et cetera, et cetera. So mostly this is just wrapping around, trying to talk to as much of our community as we can. The other thing you should be aware of is we are planning 2 open community focus groups. One is going to be hopefully at East Regional, and the other one hopefully at Summer Glen. Staff at those branches, you may not know about those yet. That's okay. We're just in the early planning stages. But it was important to me that we have a couple of open meetings for anyone in the community who's interested in participating in the strategic plan. Folks, this is really important. This document is going to give me the power that I need to ask for additional resources for the library. It's going to help inform you about what our priorities are, and so that you can be empowered to say, this is a group of people that I know the library wants me to work with. This is where I know the library and the city want me to focus. This is a really important thing. So I am aware that it may feel to you right now like nothing is happening, but please know that a lot is happening. The wheels are moving forward, and we are doing our best to keep you informed. So Paul's going to continue to send those monthly emails. Let me know if you have any questions. Let him know if you have any questions. It's important to me that this is not a secret process, and it's not a mystifying process. So ask and stay engaged and stay informed and stay cool. Thank you for everything you do for the community. Have a wonderful week. Bye.